Alright, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about Discord, which I actually have not really talked about really at all on my channel. Actually, I don't even know how I even mentioned it. I don't know, maybe I might have in the past, I don't know. Discord is one of those apps that I feel like has kind of been lost in time. I feel like a lot of people talk about like Snapchat, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram and all that, but nobody really talks about Discord much. People don't really talk about it a lot. But apparently, though, people are now kind of talking about it now because apparently they're going to be starting by next month in March. They're going to be starting this thing where they are going to be scanning your IDs. Yep, they're going to be starting to having you required to have an ID or scan your face to get access to Discord and all that. Well, at least parts of it from what I heard. So I'm going to be talking about that because I actually do have some thoughts on this. But if you guys haven't already, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel. And if you guys don't want to hear me talk about this, I do reviews and stuff too. I actually do have some reviews coming up. I have one on American Dad, and I'm going to be starting to do restaurant and store videos again, because now things are kind of dying down a little bit. Sort of. I mean, I'm still kind of dealing with some stuff and all that, and I'm starting to I'm more looking for a job right now. I'm having a little bit of trouble doing that, but, because, everything's kind of online anymore with applications and stuff, but, yeah, I'm going to be, doing that too. So, videos might start getting kind of crazy. We'll have to see. But, anywho, if you guys are, like I said, if you guys haven't, like I said, make sure you guys are subscribed. Like I said, make sure you guys are, still subscribed in case, YouTube, acts up, because I've heard some stories about that. But, yeah, now, this video might not be as long as my McDonald's video I just did, but I do have some things to say. So, Discord is actually an app I actually have on this phone, but do not have it on my newer phone. And actually, I keep forgetting that I even have Discord. Like, I keep forgetting that I even have Discord. Like, I keep forgetting I have it. I'm definitely going to start uninstalling it now that they're going to start doing that. Because I'm like, I better not get involved with this stuff. I guess to be fair, though, I'm sure, like, with them doing this, I'm sure that other people, will start doing this, too. I'm sure we're going to start seeing this in the future with Facebook and stuff, and all that, and people are pissed about this, by the way. People are pissed, because people are, like, sick of this shit online and stuff like that, and I'm gonna say right now, Discord is, I actually wanted to tell you guys the reason why I have it is because, back in school and all that, I downloaded it. I downloaded it in school because, I had one of my classmates, she was gonna help me with, some stuff and all, with my books and show and stuff, because she knew some people who wanted to get involved with that. Unfortunately, she, I guess, decided she didn't want to, like, do it anymore, and she moved to Florida for college and stuff like that. So, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I can't really get that. I've actually been having a really hard time, getting, with this kind of stuff and all that. Like, yeah, I'm not kidding. I really am working on book stuff and all that. The problem is I'm kind of stuck doing it by myself, and I'd rather have other people kind of help me with it. But, yeah, it is a freaking nightmare. Like, it's a nightmare. And I'll tell you guys, fucking social media, I'm not gonna lie, I think social media has kind of killed a lot of people's relationships, I feel like. I mean, it's definitely killed some with politics and stuff, and all that, like, like I said, like there was that certain YouTuber, I'm not going to talk about him, with his reviewers and stuff like that, but, I told you guys he blocked me on Blue Sky because of political stuff and all that, and, we got crap like that going on, which is kind of ruining people's friendships. Like, you aren't even allowed to have your own, thoughts on political crap and all that, or like, some of these people get very sensitive about it, and all that, and then you got, like, stuff like that where you're just trying to have a conversation anymore, and it's like people don't see your text. At least they don't see mine. I don't know if my phones are not set up right. I don't know what the hell is going on, but, like, I've been noticing that, like, with the amount of texting people do, I'm like, how is it that they do not see my, my text? Like, they should be able to see it. And that's a problem, not only, for friends and stuff like that, if you need help with something like I said, the books, but, keeping in contact with your friends in general is kind of a pain. And that's kind of the problem. And these people, their numbers don't change because, I figured, if they would, I think if they would change their numbers, I would call somebody else or something and they probably would block me thinking I'm I'm a scam or something, like I'm not a real person or this or that, but no, there's just some weird crap going on and all that, and it really sucks. Like I said, social media, the whole point of it was to get people together and keep contact of your friends and all that, and to have have some fun moments and stuff, like posting stuff. Now it's like a lot of the shit, like I said, it's political shit anymore and all that, and people get, crazy and stuff of how you vote and stuff like that. It's more bad with people who voted for Trump and stuff, but, I'm sure there are people who are like that with Biden too, like I've said, I don't care if people have their own right to have, for people who vote for stuff, I don't really care. Like I said, I didn't even want to vote at all. I just wanted to stay out of it, but I was living with my dad at the time, and I didn't want to listen to him. Because like I said, I thought Trump was going to lose. I just, I don't know, I kind of regret even voting at all, honestly, because I kind of got into the stuff, but I'm just saying, like, I hate how it's kind of destroying people's relationships and stuff and all that. It's a freaking disaster, and like I said, I can't even contact any of my friends anymore. I can contact a couple of them. That's it. And all that. And it's a problem because, I need to contact people if I want to get my stuff going. I mean, I could use AI and stuff, but AI is not that great. And I'd rather have actual people helping me out with stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just having a lot of problems with this stuff and all that. It's really annoying and all that, but that's probably my least amount of worries right now, because now we got, social media here trying to, like, use your IDs and your face and all that to access stuff. Now, I've said that Discord is apparently not doing it with all stuff, just more mature stuff. However, when I think about this, I think about what YouTube is doing, and all that. It has been doing for a while. See, YouTube, put this whole YouTube Kids bullshit at us, and, what happened here was, it caught, like, a lot of the kid videos, the comments are removed, and all that. They removed your comments, and some of them are back, and all that, but a lot of them are gone, especially with older videos, because a lot of these people probably don't even upload anymore. And I've had that happen with my videos too. They fucking remove some of my comments. It pisses me off and all that. And again, it's this whole YouTube's kids bullshit. but it's like they're using a fucking bot or something to detect the stuff, and it doesn't always work. And that's what Discord wants to do here with people. They want to use fucking AI to use this stuff, and it's not gonna work very well. I think it's gonna make shit worse. And all that, and people are like thinking too, like not a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people really hate this, but there are some that are okay with this stuff and all that. And I'm telling you guys that this is not a good idea. This is bad. Because not only are you gonna have to use your ID to scan stuff and all that, and all that, which is already a pain in the butt because you would have to do that probably multiple times to get into stuff. But also, these companies could have access to where you live and all that, because your IDs and stuff like that, they can have that. It's ridiculous there and all. I mean, I guess to be fair, you could say, well, the hospitals have access to it and all that too. But also, like scanning your face and stuff like that may not always work, especially, some people look younger than what they appear, Especially with all, like, on the technology we have now. Oh, yeah, like, you wouldn't believe on this stuff. Like, we have Keeps, you can make your hair grow back, and then there's stuff to make wrinkles go away. I don't know if they go away permanently, but you got that. I actually got some for my mom last year for her birthday. Or was it her birthday, or was it Mother's Day? I can't remember. Because I wanted to test it out, because she's got really dry skin and stuff, and I wanted to see if it worked. And she says it was making progress. So, I don't know if it... Like, I'm assuming it probably wouldn't be permanent, but I'm just saying, like, if you could do that, I'm like, that's the thing, that you could do all that stuff, they might think you're a teenager or something like that, and that's the problem. That is the problem there. And that's what we're dealing with right now, and I'm just saying, this shit's not very good at all that. And like I said, if I were you guys, I would try not to use the internet as much as possible in certain cases. Like, I'm not saying you guys should completely get rid of the internet, because, I mean, in some cases, it can be good, it can be fun, like, let's playing stuff or doing reviews, or, stuff like that. But, like, I don't think you need, like, the internet for everything. Like, I think, honestly, like, I don't think you need it to, like, stream stuff and all that. Like, I think getting rid of that would be nice. Just get rid of streaming and all that, like, because then you're not, like, using the internet much there. I mean, you could say, well, they're not really spying on people there, but they could do that too, and all that, or, like, your money and stuff like that. Like, I would kind of split it up too. And all that. I'm just saying, like, I feel like, it's probably better to do some stuff like this instead of doing it, the other way, like where you're trying to get more and more into the internet. Because, like I said, this stuff's getting really bad here and all that. But, like I said, too, you can't, like, there's stuff on the internet and all, like, applications and stuff. You can't do much about that anyway, but I'm just saying, like, try to not use it as much in case things do get really bad. Because the only way you're going to get people to stop doing this is if you fight back. You fight back. Like I said, I don't think you should like, I don't think you should, like, quit, doing your normal stuff on there as much, like, especially some of this stuff's your careers, but I'm just saying, like, trying to, like, not do it, like trying to, like, fight back and maybe post stuff somewhere else or something like that. You're giving these stuff less power and all that. That's kind of what I'm doing with YouTube right now. I'm kind of starting to put some of the stuff somewhere else. Well, I haven't gotten to that yet, but I'm working on that, like, because I'm having problems with YouTube here and all that, and, and, like, even their, like, Let's Playing, like, I Let's Play, like, Lego Star Wars game, they tried to freaking censor that and all that, and, not censor, they tried to copyright that. I was like, I'm gonna put it somewhere else. I noticed, though, it's not copyrighted anymore since I've said that stuff, so I think YouTube knows that I'm not playing around, and I'm just saying, like, I could totally do that. Same with, like, Discord, like, if you don't want Discord doing this stuff, just, tell them to go screw themselves and go somewhere else. and then you can come back, and then, like, they'll have to, like, listen and all that. And that's kind of what's going to end up happening, even with, like, social media. Like, I think we're getting to the point where, like I said, they're going to try to push more and more of this stuff. But, like, again, we can fight back and stop this. And I know it's kind of hard, especially in other countries, but, like, I'm just saying, like, I know, like, Australia, was apparently the government, from what I could hear, the government actually pushed a law. They pushed a law saying, that kids and all that, like, was it like 16 and under or something like that? They cannot be on social media and all that like that. I think they banned it completely. So I'm like, that's just stupid. I'm like, why do you need the fucking government to do that? Like, have your parents do that, And that's kind of the thing, too. That's kind of where the social media stuff comes in, too. I'm like, again, like, if you have a problem with this stuff, I mean, again, there can be predators on the internet. I'm not saying there can't be. I'm just saying, like, don't let these studios and all that, try to do this stuff, because it's only gonna make things worse. Because, like I said, there's predators on there. There can be predators, and there can be predators in, these social media, platforms too. I'm just saying. So I'm just saying this AI shit and this scanning ID stuff's not a very good idea. I'm just saying, because they can locate you and all that, and I'm just saying it's not very good. Like I said, it's not a very good thing and all that. But yeah, I'm just saying, but that's the thing too. Like, I think they're going to start pushing this more and more in the future, but like I said, the best thing we can do is just fight back and all that. That's the best thing we can do, just fight back. But, yeah, I don't know. But I'm just saying, I'm just kind of like at the point where I'm not really happy with where this stuff's going and all that, but, I'm just saying, we could fight back. Heck, if we wanted to, some of us could probably just make our own platforms too. I'm just saying. Now you could say the government could try to force it on you too. And all, they could try to force the stuff on you too. But I'm just saying, some of the stuff they don't force on you, and you could probably fight back too. Like if you're tired of your crap getting censored and all that, or your favorite shows being censored by somebody else, go somewhere else. Because that's actually one of the reasons too why I, want to make cartoons and stuff too in the future. I want to get outside of Hollywood. I want to bring back, the stuff the way it was, Now, whether if I'll exceed or not, that's saying something, But I'm just saying it wouldn't hurt to try, But, yeah, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, this is, like I said, this whole thing is a freaking disaster right now. I think this is definitely a sign we are getting into this, but yeah, I'm just saying, like I said, I'm just saying, like, don't let social media try to control you like it does. I'm just saying, like, try to, like, fight back and all before things get too bad, But yeah, I don't know. But I don't really have a lot else to say. Like I said, this video is going to be shorter than the other one. I still can't believe that I still have Discord. I think I do remember, though, I kept it, like, as a backup thing. Because I think I had to put, like, a new passcode and all that. Because it doesn't save your passcodes on some of this stuff. So I might have kept it on there because of that. Because I was still kind of, following stuff. Because social media in general kind of sucks. And all that. But, I have to have people follow me somewhere, So, I have X and I have, Instagram for people to follow. But I'm just saying, there's other places people can follow people. But I'm like, I'd rather just have these two, and I really don't want to have to move, all over the place, I thought about just getting rid of Instagram too, but I'm like, I kind of put my cards on here too, but I mean, I can actually go into my camera and I think do that too, but it's a lot easier to do it here, because I get access to, like, bigger stuff. Like, like I can grow the the coloring thing bigger and all that, and I can color it faster and stuff like that. Where I think on on the camera, I think I'm a lot smaller there. But I can give you guys an example here real quick if you guys want. I don't even see a size thing on this. But look at that. Look how small that is. But yeah, I can do that. I can do all that. I'm just saying, just now listen, discard that. Yep, I want that. I was just giving you guys an example, but I'm just saying I could just do that and it would be good. But yeah, I'm just saying I kind of just use it because I'm like, I need somewhere to follow people anyway. But I think it's annoying on Instagram too that I have to have more than, I have to have like, threads too and all that for people to follow me. And Facebook's the same way with Messenger. Like I think you have to have Messenger to follow stuff too. So that may be why people may not be noticing my stuff either. But people see my comments though. I just don't see people reply to me. But I don't know. I mean, maybe I can't see their questions and all. I don't know. Like I said, everything's so fucking confusing anymore. It really does suck. It's basically, it destroys the whole point of having social media, But I don't know. But whatever. I am going to go ahead and let the video go because I don't have anything else to say. So, yep. But I'm going to go ahead and do that. So, see you guys later. Bye-bye.